back to Musician's Edition, and today we continue with snare drum, and we're going to be working on Mitchell Peters' Intermediate Snare Drum Studies. And we're going to do the very first page out of this book. You can see my well-worn and tattered copy here. Yours might not look quite that way, but keep practicing, you'll get there. Okay, so in this book there are a few Roman numeral exercises at the beginning, and then later on you have numbers 1 through 32. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the first Roman numeral, right? No, Roman numeral 1. All right, so there are really just a handful of rhythms that we need to deal with here. Okay, one of them is an eighth note followed by two 16th notes, right? And we know that they're eighth notes by the single beam across the top, or in this case, the bottom of the note, since the stems are pointing down. Okay, so we know that the first note is an eighth note, the second two are 16th notes because they have two beams attached to the end of the stems. All right, so when we see an eighth note followed by two 16th notes, we're going to count it as one and right? One and one and two and three and four and you can see that's the rhythm for our first measure there, right? In measure 2, we have a slightly different rhythm. After we play that one and again, then we have beat 2, which is 4 16th notes, right? So we're going to call that 2E and right? On beat 3, we have that one and rhythm again, except it's on beat 3 this time. So we have 3 and then we have 4 more 16th notes on beat 4, 4E and right? And then you see the third measure of the first line. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4E and okay? When we get to the second line, second measure, you see we take that 8th note, 16th note rhythm and we flip it around. So now the two 16th notes are first, the 8th note is after the two 16th notes, right? So then we count that as 1E and. I'm putting the 8th note on and, which is the second half of the beat, right? 1E and, 2E and, 3E and, 4E and, okay? Then you see at the end of the second line, which would be measure 6, we combine those two rhythms into, or we combine the 4 16th note rhythms with the rhythm we just did. So we end up with 1E and plus 2E and, right? And then the second half of the measure, we do the same thing again. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and, okay? So now, thus far, we've covered 1 and, we've covered 1E and we've covered 1E and, okay? The rest of the rhythms in the piece are super simple. We have a couple times in here where we have just a quarter note, right? So that's just a note head with a stem and nothing else attached to it. That gets one full beat, right? So when we're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, right? A quarter note would get one of those, right? We'd play 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? There are a few more times that we have 2 eighth notes, right? And we're going to count those as 1 and 2 and. So if you see on the third line of the piece, the third measure of the third line, you'll see a few of those, right, with that 1E and a rhythm then on beat 3, right? So that would be measure 3, 6, 9, right? So in measure 9, we would have 1 and 2 and 3E and 4 and, okay? And that covers it, except for there's a few times throughout the piece that we have a little squiggly line, okay? It looks maybe kind of like a seahorse, or kind of like a Z combined with a backwards number 3, something like that. That's what we call a rest, right? And this, in this specific instance, is a quarter rest. So if you remember back a second ago, we talked about quarter notes, right? A quarter rest gets the same amount of space as a quarter note. It's just silence instead of sound, okay? So anytime we see one of those, we're going to think one beat, but we're not going to play anything, okay? Let's do an example of that. If you look 4 lines down, the first measure of the fourth line, there's a quarter rest on beat 4, right? So we have 1 and 2 and 3 rest, right? So you can think rest in your head, but don't play anything, right? So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3, and then on to the next measure, okay? Very nice. So when we practice this, we're going to practice it 3 different ways, all right? And the reason we're going to do that is to prepare ourselves as percussionists, as drummers, for as many situations as we can by working on this exercise. Okay, so the first way we're going to play it is the simplest way, and that is to alternate, right? So we're going to play one hand and then the next note is going to be the other hand no matter what, okay? So that would mean the first measure we're going to play, remember how to count that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right? And we're going to play that as right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, okay? Okay, and remember, apply the same full strokes that we worked on in the last video, right? Where we're letting the stick rebound, right? We're not working too hard, right? Make sure that you either go back and check that video out or warm up on some full strokes on your own before you attempt this, just to get things working well, okay? And so let's start at the beginning, and we're going to play this whole exercise alternating, okay? And make sure that you're counting either out loud or in your head the whole time so you know exactly what rhythm to play. I'll check in with you and count out loud sometimes as well, and then other times I'll leave it up to you, okay? So we're starting at the beginning. Number 1, we're going all the way to the end, and we're alternating our sticks, okay? 1 and 2, and ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and 2 E and 3. Rest. Rest. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3. 1, 2 E and 3, 4 E and 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4 and. Okay, how'd you do? So we made it to the end, right? And we were alternating the whole time, right? You just start on one hand or the other and just alternate. Every note is a new hand, okay? So then what we want to do next is play what we call right hand lead. Okay, and what that means is our right hand is always going to be on the strong beats. No matter what the rhythm is, we're going to play them on the strong beats, right? And the strong beats are going to be, if there are 4 16th notes, your right hand is going to go on 1 and your left hand will play E and which we would consider the weak beats in that rhythm, right? So if you see 1 E and you're going to play right, left, no matter what, okay? If you see a quarter note, you're going to play with your right hand because that's a strong beat, so put your right hand there. Okay, if you see 2 8th notes, the first one is going to be strong, second one's going to be weak. So you're going to play the first one with your right hand, second one with your left hand like this. 1 and. Okay, now the 1 and 1 E ands get just a little bit tricky. Okay, so remember when we played 1 E and on the 4 16th notes, we played right, left. We're going to maintain that sticking when we play 1 and just leave out one hand of the 16th note that we're not playing. Okay. So if that makes sense, when you see 1 and you're going to play right, skip the left, which would be on E, but we're not playing E here because it's 1 and right? And then you'll play your right hand again on and then on the left, right? So it'd be 1 and right, left, okay? So anytime you see 1 and you're going to play right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, okay? Anytime you see 1 E and, you're going to play right, left, okay? So just to recap that real quick, if you see a quarter note, it goes on your right hand. This is right hand lead again, right? If you see 2 eighth notes, right, left. If you see 4 16th notes, right, left. If you see 1 and a rhythm, right, 8th note, 16th, 16th, you're going to play right, left, okay? So let's start at the beginning. We'll play the whole thing right hand lead. I will check in with you on some counting, check in with you on some sticking, just to keep us all in the same place, okay? Here we go. Beginning 1 and 2 and ready, go. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right. 3 E N, 4 E N, 1 E N, 2 E N, 3 E N, 4 E N. Right, left, right, left, quarter note. 4 E N, right, left. Right, 1 E and 2 E and right, left, right. Rest. Right, left, right. 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 3 E and 4 and 1. 3 E and 4. Rest. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Right, left, left. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Okay, so we made it to the end. All right, so thus far we've done alternating and right hand lead, yeah? Right hand lead can be just a little confusing if you've never done it before, right? So take your time, don't get frustrated, right? And just refer back to those explanations, right? 1 and is always right, left. 1 and is always right, left. 1 E and is always right, left. And 1 E and is always right, right, okay? If you just stick to that, work your way through the piece, nice and slow, and then come back, check in with what I just did for you. Over time, you'll start to develop that habit. But if you've never done it before, it takes a little bit of time just to get used to it. It can be a little bit awkward, a little bit frustrating. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, once you're comfortable with both of those ways, is to turn this into left-hand lead, right? So we're going to take the sticking we just played and play it exactly backwards. This will be easier for you if you're left-handed. If you're right-handed, this is going to feel weird, but it's good for you, right? And I mentioned earlier that we want to practice this in these different ways to prepare ourselves for different situations that we're going to run into as percussionists and as drummers, right? So depending on what instrument you're playing and how that instrument is laid out, you might need to play a certain passage one of these 3 ways or another, right? Depending on what you need to do, okay? When you're just playing a single surface like a snare drum, it's less so, and we can kind of pick which sticking we want to use just based on what's comfortable versus what's necessary, right? But if you apply this to a keyboard percussion instrument or a multiple surface percussion instrument like some toms or timpani or something like that, or especially drum set, you might need to use a different sticking to make a certain passage work, depending on the way the instruments are laid out and what order you need to play them in, okay? So that's why we're doing this. So here's the last way, left-hand lead. So every time we see 1 and we're going to play left, right, okay? Every time we see 1 and, we're going to play left, right. Every time we see 1 E and we're going to play left, right. And every time we see 1 E and, we're going to play left, left, okay? So let's try this again all the way through. Again, I'll check in with you on some counting. I'll check in with you on some sticking, and just do the best you can. Remember, work through it slowly on your own, and then come back and check in. And then if you feel really comfortable and you want to play it faster than this, turn on your metronome and see how fast you can go. Okay? All right, here we go. Left hand lead, last time through. 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1 and 2 and left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. One E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Rest. And a 4 E and a left, left, right, left. 3 and a 4 E N, 1 E and a 2 E N, 3 E and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Left, right, left, right, left. Rest. 1 E and 2 and a 3 E and 4 and a 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and left, right, left, right, left, right. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. All right, we made it to the end. So again, take your time, right? Work out each of those stickings. Come back, check in with these recorded versions on this video, right? And once you're comfortable, then turn on your own metronome, go a little bit faster, and see how fast you can play it, but keeping it within your comfort zone, right? And so then over time, you'll make little incremental jumps in tempo, which will compound over time, and then in a few weeks, few months, you'll be playing faster than you ever thought you could. Okay, so that's Mitchell Peters, Intermediate Snare Drum Studies, Roman numeral 1, alternated sticking, right hand lead, and left hand lead. All right, so happy practicing, and I'll see you next time.